Alrighty, let's make some quiche. Golden sugar first. Let us get some chat. Oh god, I cannot get into my own tablet. Let's go. Okie dokie. Righty tighty. We are live. We are making quiche. We're making tiny quiche. Bitty bitty. Ham, cheese, bacon. No, ham, cheese, and leek. Leek. Look at the size of that boy. And we need some egg, of course. Stay. We also need milk, but that can come later. Milk and butter is coming later. Deep our cheese. What cheese do we want today? Let's go Sovereign's Choice. That's like a little bag of cheese. Feta cheese. Brought it all the way back from the UK. Sorry for the rumble and rustle. Let's go. Hello. Are you hungry? Let's hurry up and finish work then, and maybe you can come back. Gonna do the short crust pastry first, making this from scratch. I have not made pastry in so long, so hopefully, because this is short crust, this will be a little bit more forgiving. I'm just looking at my recipe that I'm using. I've got the most adorable little tins. I'm doing like individual servings of quiche, so got my little muffin pan, waffle, delay, why. How about now? Is that better? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I think it's the same issue as your one before. The audio input capture is like doubled up with the mic. I don't know why. Do I sound crisp? Do I sound silky? This is the first cooking stream post Miles fixing the audio, so you know, sometimes. We are going flour. This is a super simple recipe. It's literally just flour and butter and a little bit of cold water. So we'll see how much this makes. Let's do 175 grams of flour going in. Ideally, I only want to make like one portion. Maybe I'll do half. Half of See, that's probably that could be enough for 6. Actually, maybe. I'm gonna say no. Let's just make the full portion, and if we have extra, I'll just freeze it and use it another time. 175. Nice, nice. Oh, let's go. Other way. Making a mess everywhere already. But that's fine. Go in with a pinching of salt. Like, yay much. Like a solid pinch, I feel. Good stuff. See you soon. Quiche when we get back. Gloves for the pastrying because I cannot be bothered with butter up my nails. And we want 85 grams of butter in small cubes. So let us. How much do I have here? Not enough. My other block of butter going to do better. Or just we'll use up this one first, and then I will supplement with the other one. I honestly, why does this happen? This thing, the butter in the butter foil in the butter is the most annoying phenomenon that happens. All this technology and we haven't solved this. It is infuriating. Like, who decided? Like, somebody out there must have been like, you know what? It's the most frustrating thing in the world. Let's fix it. No one's fixed it. Yeah. Why? Industry-wide issue. There's not been a single foil packaged thing of butter I've ever come across that does not have this issue. Right. We have 66 grams of butter here. So we need another 19 grams. Look at the color difference of the butter. This yellow one is grass fed. Hi, Whistle. Welcome. I'm making some pastry today, which is very exciting. Just gonna do a little short crust because I want to do a quiche. I'm just cutting up my butter. 76. I need 85. Oh, 80. 84.8. That's pretty bang on for me. So, we have successfully been invited to a little sake tasting dinner next month, and it's kind of like a bring something if you want kind of a deal. And so I've decided I want to make little mini quiches to take, but gotta test it out first. Gotta make sure it's actually good. If I'm not gonna make it for the first time on the day and then it turn out horrendously. I'm going to be wise and test out my recipes first, especially because I don't have a proper oven. So I'm doing my bit and making sure it actually turns out good. And then on the day, I can just follow the exact same recipe and stuff, and I know and will be confident that it will be fine. That's what's happening right now. I'm just topping up the butter into tiny little bits, so I can crumble it into the flour. I remember when I was younger, when we used to do food classes. Yeah, exactly. Um, Especially because yeah, the biggest worry I have really is this oven, if I can even call it an oven, the grill, because I have to make a quiche in the grill. So if that doesn't work, I will change the food item that I'm taking to something else. Um, but otherwise, I do enjoy quiche. I love a nice little quiche, and it's something not we don't have very often here. It's nice little party food as well. So yeah, hoping it goes well. Also, let oh my god, butter is flying away. We did have a good weekend. We successfully finished, well, technically speaking, we finished the kind of main story of the movie of the game. So we're now into Act 3. It was all very confusing. It was it's a roller coaster and a half, to be fair. I don't know if you want spoilers or if you want to watch the VOD to get the end. Why is everybody there? Story of Claire Obscure. But we got to the end of the kind of quote unquote main part of the story, so to speak, and now we're in like the prologue of the show. But yeah, aside from that, we had a great time. Lots of nice walks. So that was really nice. That movie is all over the place for sure. Like they did a really good job kind of wrapping it all up together in a very short amount of time. Because like you think like how on earth are they gonna like wrap this all together? But then they did. They kind of just explained it all in one fell swoop, and you're like, oh, okay, then great, fabulous. Um, so yeah, a little glass of ice water on the side in case I need it. Right, we are going in. Um, with our butter. We're just going in with a floury, buttery situation. Where are my tablespoons gone? Let's move this closer so we can actually see what's going on. Don't know if this is so. We've literally just got flour, butter, salt. And we're just going to go in with these. What did we do on Saturday? We went on a big walk to the mall, and we took many detours, spotting random roofs. I voted, did my early vote for the prefectural mayor. Yeah, I've just basically what I'm doing now is going to just rub the butter betwixt my fingers and smush the flour into the butter. This is going to be very riveting. That's all I'm going to be doing. So watch me smush butter into flour for the next 10 minutes. So basically, we're just going to smush this until it's a dough. Yep, window shopping. Not even window shopping. We literally went for the walk and then had lunch and then came back. We didn't even go to like a nice restaurant as well. We just went to KFC and back. We just took a really long walk to a KFC. This is basically what we did. So yes. Um, you know what? Sometimes that's all you need to do in life. Like, we could have gone to a KFC closer to us if we gone to KFC, but we decided to go to one that was like 45 minutes away. And, preemptively walked our calories off, etc. This butter is very cold. I went fridge cold butter, so this is going to take a while. Oh, so I have an issue. Hold up. Oh no, the screen's going to go black. So I need to have a do not turn off situation. Can I do that? Is that a thing that I can do? Just go back to just Twitch. There we go. That's what I need. It's like shove my hand back in there. No. Regrets. Regrets. Come on. Okay. Hand is back in glove. Right. We continue. We continue. Oh, that's not the screen that I asked for, Twitch. I cannot. Also, I don't like I don't know, like screenception gives me the heebie-jeebies, so let me scoot you guys this way. I don't know why things like that give me the heebie-jeebies, but they do. So these, that's better. Yeah, I definitely dropped something back there, but I'm not taking my gloves off again. So we shall continue onwards. Right. Keep that away. Got so much stuff just laying out right now. So quiche is going to be bacon, ham, cheese, and leek. So that should be wonderful. Once I get to that. We are slowly getting incorporation on the butter. We're getting a bit softer now. I wanted to get like fully in before I add the water, so maybe like halfway there so far. Hello, Miles. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, look at it go. Let's go. Get that. Hello, Matt. Welcome. We are making pastry out in here. I see the DRG didn't last very long. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We are out here just smushing butter into flour at the moment. I'm making a quiche. So I'm making the pastry crust to go underneath the quiche. So I am just smushing butter into flour. Oh dear. Well, you can drop off the kids on my stream and then you can go to the gym. I assume that's what's going to happen. Um, yeah, so we are almost there with our butter incorporation. We're kind of like, I'd say 3/4. We're getting crumblier and crumblier by the minute. And once butter is in, I will add a little bit of cold water. Go to the gym. Gym is good. Get them endorphins, dopamine, workout high, etc. Make sure that pre-workout goes goes to good use, or else you're going to be that guy who had pre-workout just a game, and that's an interesting vibe. So yes, we are just going to. My hands are starting to cramp up. Why are my hands cramping from smushing butter? This is not good. I need to work on my finger strength, clearly. Um, so yeah, once our butter is well and truly crumbled in, I will add a tiny, maybe a tablespoon or two of water to combine the dough. And once that's all in, it's going in the fridge to rest for like half an hour. And then while that is resting, I will make our quiche filling. I explained to Wizzle as well, but we're going to like a little sake tasting dinner party situation hosted by a restaurant near us. So I'm just basically this is recipe testing to make sure I take something good and not get judged by all the other chefy people who will probably be going. Um, so yeah, the biggest issue is the fact that I don't have an oven. Like I need to make a quiche in a grill, and that scares me. Right, we have good crumblage. Basically, we've got like wet sand. So we are now going to do like teaspoon, tablespoon rather, of water at a time. This ice cold water. Until it basically holds shape. That's like 2 tablespoons. We just need one more. I remember when I was younger and we used to do food and nutrition, food tech we used to call it at school. And I got told by my food teacher that I had perfect pastry making hands because my hands were always so cold. My extremities are still always very cold. Like now that it's cooled down, like my like husband's always like, "Are you a reptile?" Because honestly, I do not produce my own heat. I swear. But yeah, so close to formation. So let us, or maybe do one more. I think it's a bit too shaggy to actually come together still. So do another cruise. We want minimal water in this. Half the dough is on the glove, so let's peel those guys off. can avoid having to put this on the surface, I will, because I do not like kneading on the surface. So let's get everyone off the gloves into the bowl. Let's not do heavyweight stuff on. Yeah, coming together quite nicely. Potentially a touch on the dry side, but the drier the better, really, in my opinion, on short crust, because water is just kind of there to just keep it all together. So we're just gonna rumble through and force this dough together. Yeah, we're all sticking together eventually. So I think I stopped at the right time for the water. Everyone is combined, not sticky. That's what we like to see. Basically, you just want to knead this all back together until we've not got too many flakies coming off. And then you cover her up, pop her in the fridge for half an hour as per the recipe. And then we can roll her out. Just get all the bits off the glove, because you can all be reunited with the mother ball. I do enjoy making short crust because it is a lot more forgiving than puff pastry, I feel. Puff pastry, you had to roll out all the layers of butter and stuff, but short crust, you just kind of have to keep your hands cold. And that's really all you need to do, really, for short crust. As long as your hands stay cold, the kind of crunch comes from within. So stick all of the cracky bits back on the board. This is what we've got so far on the dough ball, so to speak, pastry ball. It's going to hang out in our bowl. Take off our gloves. Make sure we cling film her so she doesn't. Last of the cling film. Oh, I think it's a perfect amount. In she goes. You know what? I'm just gonna wrap it directly. Voila. Going in the fridge for half an hour. So now we can get on to making the filling. Let's spin that. Oh, sorry, that was loud. Go down there. Go down there. We are going to do bacon leek cheese. The leek needs to be cooked off, so we'll do that first. Everything else just goes in as is. So don't need to fuss with that. Where am I going to put everything in? That is a good question. Let me do a bit of sciencing so I have a rough idea of how much filling I need. Where's my scales? Drop it down the back. Right. We need approximately 60 mils of batter times 6. That's 360 mils of batter. I'm glad someone does. Right. Okie dokie. So 360. So basically this and a bit more. So basically we just want our like bitty bits, so the ham and the cheese and the leek to be about this much, and then the rest will be the egg. It's kind of my philosophy. So we going to use a small pan for this because I'm going to be eating much leek. Get that out. I want to weigh everything so I have like good measurements for when we do this again. So I reckon this is how much. This is about 200 grams of ham. I reckon like 100 grams of ham. That seems about the correct volume. And I want to cube these really little because I hate having to like chew through ham when I'm in a quiche. Like I want to be able to like bite it. Like it's all kind of, you know what I mean. Nobody knows what I mean, but I'm gonna just pretend that people know what I mean. Right. Leek. Leek we're probably not gonna need very much of. Oh, well, actually it's gonna shrink. So maybe I'll do 100 grams of of ham. Maybe I also do 100 grams of leek. Let's see how much 100 grams of leek is. Oh, that'll give us a good indication. Oh my god. Bondage leek. Oh my god. Terrifying. Oh my god, there's bondage at the top as well. My goodness. How many people does it take to get into a thing of leek? To be fair, 100 grams of leek is like a whole leek. That's probably about the right amount, to be fair. Let's do one whole leek. Approximately 100 grams. Just got the manky bits. Give you a little wash. Just gonna give everyone a little slice down so they're all a bit more manageable. I am not going to cut the leek down the middle because that's just too much effort, and we're going to hopefully cook the leeks long enough that it will not matter too much. Oh, but is it going to make it really like weird and chewy? No, it's fine. One thing about leek, they just roll around everywhere. Slicey our leekies. Oh my god. Promise that's clean. This is a test batch anyway, only we are eating it. To be fair, I haven't cooked for someone, not my husband, in a very long time, so I'm kind of nervous about this party, which is why I am recipe testing this. I don't think I've ever recipe tested anything that I've taken anywhere, but today is a first. The actual party is in November, so I have just under a month to figure shit out. I say just under a month, kind of 2 weeks. It's middle of November, so 2 weeks to figure something out that would be worthy. Right, we have approximately 100 grams of leek. I think it was like 90 grams. The rest of these guys are going back in the fridge. Honestly, you won't believe this leek is longer than the width of my fridge. So it has to rest diagonally in the fridge. Can you believe? Right. Let's saute these guys up. I'm going to saute in butter because that's the theme of the day. The theme is butter is delicious. So we're going to go in with a little knoblet of butter. Oh, that was a big diagonal cut. That's not that much spring onion in there. But yay amount. Am I going to weigh this? Go on. For science, I reckon that's like 8 grams. 5.5. Wow. Okay. I'm over generous on butter. Under generous. I don't know which way. But nonetheless, we are warming up our pan. Let's move our tablet so we do not melt that and run out of places to put this. So it's not. Oh, I could put this up here. This is such a dangerous move. Either a genius or an absolute lunatic. Well, we'll see about that. This is our frozen cheese. It is thawing nicely. It will thaw eventually, I hope. So we have our butter melting. And then we want the leeks to go slow and slow. So we are going to add it from the get-go. We do not want sizzling. We just absolute carnage. It's like 3 rings of leek already. Take the ones that are on the side. And And the thing I want to do with these is I want to salt them with Marmite because we have an inside joke with the guy who's hosting, and we bought him a jar of Marmite to put in his dishes, and he puts it in everything. So we are going to put instead of salting the leeks, I am going to Marmite the leeks. I am gonna go in with this. I should wait to make sure I've got the right amount of salt. 3 grams. Little spoony of Marmite going in. Leeks sauteed in Marmite. And then this jar is like seen things. It's come a long way, all the way from the UK. Gonna go quite low on the leek so they don't burn. We just want gentle heatings. That's incredible already. I mean, it's butter, mama, and leek. Like the combination in itself is meant to be nice and gentle on that. We are gonna go in with our ham. I am just gonna do the sacrilege and just cut straight down. Oh, have you ever seen those TikToks where it's like reels where people are like commentating like the cut in half perfectly challenge where they're like the competitors, I think it's like a German show, and there's like these guys who like have to like slice a bit of bread in half and make it like perfectly halved. I feel like that's extremely niche part of the internet. That almost no one's gonna get the reference, but I hope somebody out there may know what I'm talking about. 115 on one side. 92. Let's go with the 115. I'm just gonna. This is my little cling film, which has not run out. And for another time. That seems like an awful lot of ham, considering how much we've got. So I'm just gonna strip this liver off. Oh, 101. Perfect. Added to the little Bernier I thought of that like 2 seconds before. Nope. It's gonna just into storage. Right. Bin. Right, we have our little 100 gram of we have a, I'm gonna chuck a tiny bit of water in because the beaks are sticking before they're actually releasing water. Gonna ensure they do not burn. Gonna hang out. I'm gonna do my little tiny cubes of ham. I'm gonna do like 5 mil cubes, maybe big, maybe like 6 or 7, because I do not want anyone like pulling out half their quiche. I don't know if anybody has that and has happened to you, but like you like sometimes like the bacon is cut too big, and then you like bite into the quiche, and then like half the bacon's still in the quiche, and half the bacon's in your mouth, and you have to like it pulls out the bacon out of your quiche, and you just like, I don't know if anybody connects to that, but I hate that. So we are cutting the ham into definite he ends up in your mouthful pieces. I remember when we were in school, once a week, we'd have supper, and they you got like we got like little mini quiches or mini pies and cake at like 7:30 at night. It was amazing, and so you got that once a week. And my favorite to get from supper was always the ham and cheese quiche because they'd always have like little meat pies, little quiches. Must have had other like little savory things as well, but those are the only two I can actually remember. Maybe sausage rolls as well. Um, and I always loved the ham and cheese quiche. Like that was always my favorite go-to. And the ham in there was always like tiny, tiny cut ham. Probably just to be cheap, but I always like after experiencing those, I'm like, tiny ham is the way to go. So we have our tiny ham in the bowl. We are almost because we want the leek to be fully, fully cooked. We do not want the leek is really not doing any cooking once it gets into the quiche. Really, the egg and the egg mixture is cooking in the quiche. So, ooh, we're almost there. It's turning up a tiny bit, just now that I can keep an eye on it. This is 100 grams of cheese. I think that's a lot of cheese for the quiche, so I think I'm going to do 50 to start. See how it looks, and then we'll go from there. Maybe it won't be too much, who knows? Very crumbly because we have extra mature cheddar here. Beautifully crumbly, beautifully sliceable. To the last slice. Chopping through. Nice crumbles of extra mature cheddar cheese. Right there. Right. I think smush the onions. Yeah, I think we're done here. So we've got lovely cooked Marmite leeks. I'm just gonna add a ham into there to just mix up together and to cool it all down a bit. Tasty taste of that's good. Needs a bit of pepper, I think. I'm just trying to think It's going to get a little bit saltier from the cheese, and there'll be a little bit of salt in the batter as well. So I don't want to go too heavy on the salt. So that's one. And then I need to put this cheese away. I don't need it to be wrapped up because I don't. Oh, okay. Need to relocate the cheese. Just pop it in the fridge for now. Just for the time being. So it can just be out the way and safe. Right, now for the eggy mixture. Eggy mixture is going to be made in here because I cannot be bothered with all of the washing up shenanigans. You can go here. You can be put in the bin. We're going to go 2 eggs, 100 mils of milk. I don't know why I'm putting it on scales. I'm not weighing eggs. It's just there. It's horrendous egg cracking. That was kind of atrocious. And I've made a, oh my god, I've got an egg on my notepad now. Delicious. Let's out. Yay. This is why I shouldn't be allowed to be in charge of things. Gonna go in with milk. This is just our high protein milk because that's what we have. Seems like a lot of milk. I'm gonna trust the recipe, but I am sus on the 100 mils of milk situation. Oh, shall see about that. And let's not have the notepad right there. That's just irresponsible. I'm going to do a smaller fork. I'm going to do a bit of, oh, actually, if I put a bit of Marmite in this, a fork full of Marmite. And the egg mixture as well. YOLO, right? So that's probably another gram of Marmite. So that's 4 in total now. And you go with our mixture. Egg is not. I don't know why this egg is just like hanging out on the side. But now that I think about it, because the egg is very cold, everything is very cold, the Marmite is not going to like dissipate. So probably not really thought that through. Right. I'm going to go in with our cheese mixture. on time. We've got about 10 minutes left on our 10 minutes left on our pastry resting in the fridge. So I think we have mixture is cooled enough. So we are going to go in. Everyone can get to know each other. Here we go. Ooh, that. Get all of our bits off. And there we go. I mean, like if I was doing a crustless quiche, I could just bake in the oven just like this. Just gonna mix everyone together so the cheese is thoroughly in, all up in between the ham and the leek. You don't want just a layer of cheese at the bottom. Maybe you do, I don't know. Right. We have our eggy mix. Got another 5 minutes on the clock for the pastry, so I'm just going to let that hang out. This is our little containers that we're working with. I'm going to wipe down, excuse me, I just had a little burp there. I'm going to wipe down our bench so we can roll out pastry direct. Yes, our bench is nice and cold, which we like. The enemy of pastry is a warm anything. So that down and give everything to clear down. Spray down with a bit of alcohol. So we have sanitized and boozy counter. It's all done. Right. Rolling pin. We can actually use our little, how thick do we want our pastry? Not too thin. We want like 4 mils. It's like trying to look at this and be like, is this the thickness of pastry? Let's go 6. I feel like 6 is what we want. Like, nah, 6 is way too thick. What am I thinking? 6 is like, yeah, that's way too thick. 2 or 4. Let's do 2. We want lots of filling. We want this well filled. I don't even have like an even bench anyway, so I don't know why I'm like that fussed. Right. Then, what's the time? I'm going to call it. It's got another 2 minutes in there, but I think I can allow. Righty ho, we have our little ball of dough out of the fridge. We should probably flour our surfaces. I don't know why I've still kept the gloves at this point. I'm gonna have to come to my return. Right, let's go. Wee little dough ball. Let's slowly caress you out. She's a cold one. So we're just gonna slowly push this baby out in many directions. Because if we just go straight in with rolling action, it's just gonna break. Slowly coax her to a somewhat even shape. So I'm not currently rolling, I'm literally just pressing straight down. Just moving her about. Once we're like almost there, we can actually start rolling. She's just come out of hibernation. So she's not supple, she's just warming up. Oh, what I do need to do, speaking of warming up, is preheat my grill, which is something I don't usually do, so I really forgot to do that. Let's preheat the grill. In that, let's remove everything off the stove top surface because that would be tragic if we have melted plastic on delicious food. Go back in here and go back in here. Quiche filling can live over here. Right, we are heating the grill to medium. Honestly, I have no idea. Keep that for some time. And we will worry about the details. Again, I have so much space, I swear. One thing about this rolling pin is massive. It's so long. It's like half the size of my kitchen, realistically speaking. So now we can start to roll. I'm going to keep turning her. Basically, as long as we can get 6 circles out of this, I'm happy. We've kind of got like a reverse Australia kind of a situation. Egg. Yeah. At thickness. So think of a good utensil that would work for this. You want like a big circle. Just trying to think of like a little cutout that I can use for this. Feel like this guy might have been the right size. We'll cut out one and see what we get, shall we? Do I have any cups bigger than this? I feel like that's going to be too small. That's not going to fit. Whereas this is probably a bit too big. Oh well, we'll find out. This only had ham in it, so and this was our butter knife, wasn't it? We go right to the edges. I have a feeling I've not made enough pastry in that case. Oh, about to find out. Good thing about short crust is that you can put it back in with the dough, with the rest of the dough, and mix them in. Whereas you can't do that with pastry, because you lose all the layers otherwise. Is number one. I think this is also too thick. I definitely want to be thinner on the pastry. So yeah, backtracking. Where are we? Oh, that was my 2 mil one. Okay, like you look thicker than 2 mil. Little trick I learned in class was if you use another bit of pastry to tap down your pastry, you won't make a hole into it. Especially because I have nails, I would definitely rip a hole in the pastry. Also gonna probably yank a bit off the side here because way too much pastry going on in here. Super. The size of the pastry circle was about right. I just need to cut out a little bit off the edges. So pushing it all down so we actually have as much filling space as possible. We're out to the side. So that's what we've got so far. I think I'm gonna trim because don't want I don't want ugly edges on the quiche. Probably should have trimmed a little bit of spare, so like because it will shrink a little bit. But I think I'll do some not trimmed. Okay, something like that. First one. I'm gonna keep these in the fridge while I faff with the rest, so that they don't die a horrible melty buttery death. I'm just gonna keep the little dudes on the side. The grill has been heating up. I reckon I can get definitely 3 circles, maybe 4 out of the currently flattened bit. So, and I'm kind of hoping that the rest will just kind of materialize out of nowhere. We shall see. I don't know in what world this bit of pastry is only 2 mils, but It is not. They like it looks so thick. Oh my god. Both are having a wonky edge. And then I'm gonna cut out the sliver. And she goes to into the container. Smush that in. Smush, 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 smush. Cutting with the back of the knife to try and keep damage to our container a minimum. Oh, another one. I am this close to just deciding that I'm just going to buy some. The thing is, you can't buy short crust in Japan, so I have to either go for like pre-made tartlet tarts, but those are like sweet. Like I feel like I want to do, roll it out. I get two out of it. Thing is, I don't really need. I'm gonna have to cut it off anyway. So. Circle baking can be a little wonky. It's fine. I'll just re-roll it. So we shall recombine our bits, including a little slice of you. Like I swear. Bring it up and look at the cut surface of the pastry. I'm like, you are definitely not 2 mils. Going in with the smush that in, smush that in, smush that in. Right. Do a re-roll on the dough. Plenty of dough. Like, I am confident that we will get the right amount of circles out of this. This is proving. I'm just going to fold it a few times just to have a good adherence. The only issue now is that this dough is going to be a little bit more worked than the other guys. So really what I should be doing is folding this up and then letting it rest again. Or else it will be like chewier than the other ones. Maybe I should. Yeah. Reparcel together. Yeah, because I can tell the gluten is now kind of sucked up again. It doesn't want to be moved. Maybe I will pop it in for a few minutes. I fully just binned my cling film. Put it in a container. Gonna put it away for like 10 minutes just because I have basically bullied it for 10 minutes. So what are we going to do now? I don't know. I have my quiche batter patiently waiting. I kind of want to, I don't want to bake everything not in order. So I'm going to just kill time for 10 minutes. Maybe I'll do the washing up. I'm just going to pop this over here. I'm learning lots clearly as I go because this was not expected. But that's okay. That's why we do test runs. Can you imagine me on like the day of the party, laughing about being like, oh my god, my pastry. That would be painful. So I'm just gonna clear this down a bit. The water everywhere. And then once I've done that, I will reattack our pastry. Never do wash dishes that fast, but clearly I'm in a fast mood today. Time for more pastry bullying. Here we go. It still really doesn't want to be pushed around, but a little bit better than about. Let's go. So just gonna keep bullying it. Such a good wrist workout pastry making. To really get your like weight behind it. Right, so I need to get 3 more discs out of this. So I'm hoping we can get that's about the right width. So if we just get longer and longer, that's about 2. Just lengthen out. Please and thank you. Three yet? Got 2. Maybe today is a 2 quiche kind of a day. I don't know if I can fight it enough to do it third time. Making the same mistakes. Right, have we got 3? Have we got 3? 1. Mm. We shall see. The thing is, we definitely physically have enough for 3. It's whether or not I have to re-roll for it. So 1. Yeah, I definitely have enough. Just not in like one go. So we go again. We're so close. Definitely a bounciness to this dough that probably shouldn't be, but a bit of dough. We dropped into this. Push, 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 push. Why does this always insist on going so close to the edge? Push, push, push. I feel like there's so much excess hanging out. Like, I could have done with the using the cup, my circle mold, and not use the massive thing. But here we are. another one in there too while we're at it. That one decided to play ball. I say that the edges are a bit crunky on this side. Push that up a little bit. Oop. This is why you shouldn't do pastry with nails. Just decimate. That's quite low. Smush it in there. How pastry works, right? You just kind of smush it on there like Play-Doh, and then it just all is forgiven. Definitely not the way, but we're almost there. We decided that making pastry was a good idea. This silly goose. This silly goose right here. Right. Just smush all my parts together and roll. And hope there are no holes. I spot a hole. Layer that up. Should be right. It's only the third time I'm working this pastry. Totally not overworked at all. Right. Last circle. And then the rest we'll just have as very, very non-flavored shortbread. Oh, no. Don't break apart on me, man. That's like almost enough for another one. Not that I would make another one. This one may or may not be a bit of a leaky boy. I feel like I'm just like, shh, everything will be fine. Just shh. You know, for sure. Sure the reference is not lost. Right. Okay, that's good enough. Oh my gosh, why do we have absolute carnage in here? Okay, we are reheating our grill. Egg on hot. Keep you in there. Just kind of go in this direction and smush you in there. Just hoping that there's no holes where it matters. No holes where it matters. That's good philosophy. short one. I have to do poke some air holes in the bottom of these so they do not pop up. Maybe re-chilled while we wait for our things to heat back up. I need to, oh, I don't have any baking paper to put into the bottom because they're gonna need weighing down. That's something I didn't think of at all. Why did I decide that tiny quiches were a good idea? Why did I not just why do I not just make one big quiche and cut it up? Like who in their right minds makes tiny quiches? Don't know. Right. Here goes nothing because I don't have. Maybe I can use this. Can I use you? I just found this is for my steamer basket. But I don't know if you're like you're safe to use. Oh, I don't want to risk it. It's fine. If we end up with like savory cups, don't fit any quiche, so be it. Let's go. In we go for 10 minutes. And then these guys I'm just gonna smush into, I don't know, sticks. Reparcel the pastry. I will let that rest until I decide what I want to do with it. I'll probably just turn them into savory biscuits because I am watching me to think about what to do next. Right. 10 minutes on the little quiches. And then I will distribute the filling and then probably another like 5-10 minutes on once the quiche is in. And yeah, that's about it really. I'm so tired. I do this every time. Every time I do like bread or pastry or whatever have you, it's always like exhausting. I know it's going to be exhausting. It's pastry, it's bread. Like, you know why I don't learn. And yet I keep going back for more. I am really a bit sadistic. The flour. This Clean it up. At least this one's a nice clean dough, so not complete carnage on my worktop. Alrighty, here goes nothing. Oh, so thirsty. I have no water. Yay. Bit of mineral. Oh, oh, that's a lot. Rice, because the portion's not quite cold enough yet. Once it gets to like full on winter, it's like the perfect temperature to drink. Letting a little bit of water for the vibes. Right. I think we're good for now. Good for now. How are we? I'm so tired. I'm exhausted by. I've been defeated. I can hear the pastry cooking, which is always good. Right. Yeah. We're gonna actually not eat dinner immediately after this. We're gonna go probably to the shop, maybe, or maybe we just give up on the shop and do it another day. I don't know. But then we shall. I'm just gonna have it with a bit of salad, probably. I should probably attempt to pull out some carbohydrates from somewhere. But yeah, in due course. Right, 5 minutes on the quiche. What am I going to do now? I've actually like run out of things to do. I'm really quite hungry, so I could do with a snack. Husband is playing something retro arcadey. What is he playing? Something. Yeah. Why am I sighing? I have no reason to sigh. Life is good. I'll have a quick peek. You know what I said was going to happen? Because I don't have any things to weigh down my pastries. They puffed up, and so now they're just at the bottom, at the bottom of the tin. So all that work is for night, unfortunately. Okay, it can be like a quiche cheesecake where all the like tart is at the bottom. There's no tart up the sides. Maybe I just do big pastry. Maybe for the actual thing, yeah. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do like a tray quiche. Who in their right minds decides to do tiny quiches? I'm gonna do a tray. I'll do a tray of quiche, and I will slice the quiche. I'll keep the same recipe and stuff if I like it, but I will definitely be not making tiny ones. The muffin trays can be demoted to being muffin trays and not quiche trays. At least we live and we learn. I could have even gone like crustless quiche. Like, what is my obsession with having a crust on the quiche? I do not know. Right. Let's count down on the quiche. 2 more minutes, and then we fill them, and then we put them away for the foreseeable future. We now have quiche cheesecake incoming because the crust is only at the bottom. Because all of my hard work and like doing all the sides just sunk to the bottom. I knew I shouldn't have cut off the edges. I should have just left them. Oh well, regrets. Maybe I'll do it like once more at some point if I can figure out a way to. Oh, what I need is some baking paper. I need some actual like parchment paper, baking paper stuff, so I can like weigh down the cups so they don't go anywhere. That was my mistake. Hello, Miles. Welcome back. Hope the gym was good. You are right in time for my quiche pastry cups to come out the grill in about 1 minute. I had a peek about 3 minutes ago, and they have. Um, I didn't weigh them down because I didn't have any parchment paper to put in them, so now they're all puffed up. So I don't actually have cups anymore, which is not ideal. But it's okay. We have quiche cheesecake. We're just having like crust at the bottom. I think there's an ad break coming up, so I shall. Aha! Hilarious. To be fair, some of them have kind of kept the cup shape. Um, ooh, this is our par baked crusts. Ta-da! It smells amazing. But as you can see, they have sunk because I did not weigh them down. Because I was silly. Well, I don't have any paper. I don't have any baking paper to. Yeah, no. The first two, yeah, I think these were the first three that I rolled that first time, and then these are the next three, which I had to like re-roll. So yeah, it will be what will be. Just gonna start spooning these guys in now. Actually, I'm gonna let it cool down ever so slightly. So I think I'm gonna. I see there's an ad break coming up, so just hang tight. I will start spooning in the filling when we are back. I need to go to the loo anyway, so I'm not taking you with me. I'm back, but I won't start going back from the ad because this quiche filling deserves undivided attention. Everyone, stick around. We'll be filling the quiche when we get back. All right. I don't like how it like counts you down to the ad, but it doesn't actually tell you how long till the ad is over. Silly goose. I can only assume another half a minute. Some puppy boys. You are not. Sorry, the ad's about to start, apparently. Or ad is going currently. But once it's over, I shall fill this in. I decided to make quiche, mini quiche, as an experiment. It's my recipe testing for a sake tasting party that we've been invited to slash going to next month in like 2 weeks time. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a mini quiche. So I've decided I was gonna like try it out to make sure that I can actually do it. um I don't know if I'm gonna do it anymore because it's really hard, and I might, there's like different levels of like of 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 um of downgrades I can make. I could either go, this is like handmade pastry, but like in tiny tarts. And I'm like, this was so much hard work. I don't think I'll do that again. But I could do it in like one big sheet and then cut it up, or I could buy pastry, or I could exactly. I don't know why. Like I just had it in my brain that I had to make them tiny and individually sized and adorable, um when I really don't need to. um like also there's like, you only get like a tablespoon of filling in each one, so like I am going to overfill them because I want to use up all of the quiche mixture. Oh. So they're just going to be like filled to the brim. And yeah, that means like you get better quiche to pastry ratio as well. So I don't know. I just had it in my mind that I wanted to make them like these adorable tiny things. But I will not be doing that. I will definitely be at the very least, making one big batch and cutting them up. I am gonna just fill them to the top of the muffin tin, um, and just let it just soak into the pastry. Yeah, I could have even gone for a crustless quiche. Like, why did I like put myself through this? Let's turn you back on. You had a short crust. No, the rest I've probably got like a third left. That's currently back in the fridge. Um, so I could do a something with the rest of it. A little bit more egg juice to top everybody up. Does quiche even go with sake? Anything goes with sake, Miles. It's like wine. It just depends on the sake you have it with. But um, there's gonna be something that goes with the sake. And also, like, who doesn't want quiche when you're like sloshed? You know, that was also what I was going with because it is the kind of like, let's think and be merry kind of a situation. Right, we're in, and we want probably at least 10 minutes again. Um, Yes, so got like I've only got like a little bit of mixture left, so it's not really unless I can figure out a good container situation. Because that's how much pastry I have left. Um, and I can't really be bothered rolling that out again and par cooking it and all that jazz. So I might just do. What am I gonna do? I don't actually know what I'm gonna do with this. Just eat it as is. Cook it. I don't have. I suppose I've got this. It's my little camping cup. You can do like one, one quiche, one singular quiche. So I assume since you can put these on on over the fire basically in camping, I can probably use this for cooking in an oven. Will you fit? Probably. Hopefully. Just washed my rolling pin as well. Might just like poor man's smushing it because my rolling pin is currently wet. Having just washed it. So good old fashioned rolling it out with random kitchen utensils that I have. This is actually so not ready to be it's still so worked from the first time I worked it. It's me not wanting to try and dry a massive rolling pin. This is going to be a rustic one, no trimmed edges. Yeah, I do. I just have a rolling pin. Once I get back to the UK, one of the first things I'm going to get is a stand mixer, a pasta rolling attachment for it. Would make life so much easier. It's not warm that cup up. Yes, it is. This is like the fourth work it's had, so probably really not willing to be rolled. Like the first, you can tell actually when I pulled out the par baked mini tarts, you could tell the ones that came from the first batch of rolling and um which ones came from the latter batches. Exactly. It definitely needed more resting in between. But I was like, I ain't about to rest them for another 20 minutes for the sake of resting them. So here I am, forcing pastries into camping cups. See, the mistake I made was not having any baking paper and therefore not being able to put beans or rice into the cups. in order to weigh down the pastry. So that's half the reason those ones have kind of flopped because they're all just kind of puffed up. I was just hoping for pure. I don't know what I was hoping for, to be fair. I poked holes on the bottom as some sort of like, you know, fuck it, let's go. Didn't work. I'm just gonna smush these guys up the side. Just get my fingers in there, get them to like some semblance of a good thickness because this flimsy water bottle definitely did not. Rob gets sick out of Sakibati. I'm just hoping that like everybody's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll have like the stuff that like looks familiar first. And then by the time people get around to eating my stuff, it's gonna be like, you know, well and truly in the midst of, you know, the drink. So that people are like, oh, everything tastes amazing. Because at that point, you know, everything tastes good because you're like, food, please. Don't care what it is. Or I could just completely pivot and just do something I know would be good. But I just wanted to make quiche. I don't know. Quiche was on the mind, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take quiche. What's in the quiche? Ham, cheese, leek, and a bit of Marmite. Cheese from the UK that was lovingly brought over by me. It is completely legal, I promise. It's not. I have not illegally brought any cheese over. Cheese is allowed. Cheese is allowed. So yeah, just basically a quiche Lorraine, but um quiche Lorraine, but make it British because British cheese and Marmite in the mix. I'm going to patch the holes because I have no regard for good pastry making and I just want it to look art. Pretty sure that's not going to stay, but it's okay. Live, love, laugh. Look at me go. Live, love, laughing my way around this quiche. It is so glutinous. I can feel it when I'm like tearing chunks up. Pretty sure you're not meant to patch. Ooh, garlic avocado aioli. And actually, I have like 4 avocados in the fridge right now that need kind of using because I fully got roped into the kind of buy 5 for like ridiculously cheap avocado and then kind of got home and realized, shit, how am I going to eat 5 avocados? Okay, I'm going to stop touching the quiche. Poking holes because I don't know. Maybe it will help. It won't, but maybe it will. Into the fridge and hang out. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, actually, we're doing quite good. We're doing pretty good. Well, now that like all the quiche got covered up by the all the pastry got covered up by the egg mixture. It's looking fabulous. It looks like a beautiful quiche. Right, time for the reveal. It smells amazing. At this rate, we're not going anywhere. We're just gonna eat and then maybe it needs like a touch longer. I don't know. But yeah, I think it needs another like 2 minutes. But that's how we're looking so far. I'm gonna flip them over just so a bit more even coverage. Just gonna go another 2 minutes. Right. Yeah, avocado aioli sounds fabulous. Maybe what just like I can't be bothered right now I don't have means to make an aioli. So maybe I'll just do an avocado garlic mayo. I was just literally about to say, yeah. Well, I don't have QP. I've got a different brand of Japanese mayo, but in my opinion, better than QP. But you don't get that elsewhere. So that sounds fabulous. Maybe I should make some like roasted garlic on the side. Let's do that. I'll do, where's my tin gone? There we go. I'll put my big quiche here and I'll put a clove of garlic on the side. Where's my garlic cloves? Massive, ridiculous garlic. I'm always sus as to whether I actually need to put oil on my roasted garlic, like whole roasted garlic. Do I need to oil them or can I just stick them in? Is that a silly question? Can I just like literally just lay some garlic on the side and cook it while the quiche is going? Or do I have to oil this? I was like, what's the oil doing? Like it's whole. Surely like oil's not getting in. Oh yes. I think we've got quiche. Ta-da! Heck, like if I really, really want mini quiches, I could just do them without um I will oil them. Um I can just do crustless quiche if I must. Mm-hmm. Right, we go again. Are we making it out today?
Don't know, are we?
You tell me. Ah, my phone just died. Why? Oh, my phone died. As in like my phone died. Like the battery of my phone died. My stream is still going. Just uh
Do what you want.
I need I need I need a camera. kind of My phone decided to do the death. Not without a big setup. Where am I
Why
gonna?
don't you just use my power bank?
Did I not have it plugged in? It's pretty hard to plug it in when it's like on the side of your fridge, um, and above your what you call it? Goodness, something's popping. I don't know. Maybe, maybe. Well, it needs to charge enough to at least be able to turn it back on. We'll see. We shall see. Okay. Thank you. In a memento,
Just to let you know again, you got me killed.
I got him killed. Rebooting the phone. We'll see. Da-da-da. Apologies for that. Oh, I kind of can't wait to tuck into this quiche. It looks fab. When my phone reboots, I will attempt reboot. How are we doing? Are you going to reconnect? My phone's thinking about it. It's like, whoa, I'm on 1%. Why are you making me do all these things? Wow. Well, thanks for bearing through the ad. Let me figure out if see my phone dislikes connecting to my computer very much. And every time it's like, why? Is your like VPN like in France or just cause? All right, let's try re-adding it. Are we connected? We are connected. So let's delete. Let's try connecting you again. Oh, are you on like too low battery to like connect me? Is that the case? Come on, I believe in you. I think I've lost it. Well, this sucks. How else am I going to do this? Ah, the old-fashioned way. The old-fashioned way is the way we'll do this. The way where I go. The way I go Minecraft, but at least Minecraft is better than no footage, I assume. Let's go here. Yay! Sorry, we're back. Okay. Apologies if I go Minecraft, but such is life. Let's see if it will. You okay for now? I hope so. Well, Hopefully not too much longer anyway. Oh, the garlic is smelling lovely. I mean, the setup right now is looking hella sauce. All right, we'll change now. So we have quiche and grab a plate out. I need some more carb to go into this meal. Let me see what I can do. Oh, too fair. I can do these tiny potatoes. The tiny potato. What's getting stuck? Okay. Next round, once we get the egg in the quiche, I will do some tiny potatoes. I've got some salad, and I'm gonna make avocado, roasted garlic. Let's do it. In what ratio though? Phoenix. What ratio are we doing this avocado QP situation? See if I need another. I need another bottle soon. I never know, like, how do you get into this bit of the mayo? It's always like, why does it not fall down with the rest of its spread? I want a sealable container, preferably. I swear, I just like displaced all of my containers. Maybe I just have to use one of my rice containers as not intended. Phoenix, look at there. Let me know what ratio I should do my avocado to mayo. Do that now. Just gonna go and cut into our avo. Pray to the avo gods that it's a good avo. Let's go. Amen. Avo. Alright. It's a bit firm. We prefer firm over beautiful avocado reveal. Solid stuff. Right. I suppose I just mix until it tastes right. I feel so wrong putting it in this container. Is there nothing else I can use? Where are all my containers? Where have I used them all? Oh, there. What have I got in here? Let's put the stuff there. You've got leftover sausage. Okay. Nice. All right. We have our quiche part 2 coming out. And then half. Filling. I think I've just made the perfect amount of quiche filling for what we need. Sorry for all the scraping. Voila. Now overfill the quiche again. Oops. I didn't fill that. And I'm going to shove some potato balls down the side. And then, how long do the potato balls need? I just found this in the um, depth of my freezer. So I'm just gonna shove those in. That's a bit hot. Ball on the loose. Oh, my garlic's done. That's the ball that was loose. My garlics are done. Just pull these guys out. These are massive. What am I gonna do? Right. You guys could please fuck off that way. You can't see what I'm doing, but I've just got some potato balls in here now, so just pushing them to the back. The quiche piece. Right. Garlic. Incoming. Let's just do it in this container. I feel like it's got the best. Or pulling out every container out of my it's just a bowl that's a bit too big, but that's fine. Let's go. Half an hour. Like I've got skin in there somewhere. I did. That was like the most butchering, was the most butchered I've ever butchered. Good enough. And then half as much. Do. Is that a good machine? Thank you for the suggestion. This is going to be lush. Full mash on the other. These are so big that I feel like one will do the trick. Why? The skin our garlic. Yum. Perfection. A good thing the footage is staying alive. I'm actually not Minecrafting for once. Solid. Now the question is, am I going to leave the other avocado or am I just going to make the rest? Mm-mm. It is. I think the thing is, the other garlics are all like massive. So if I add another, it's going to be too garlicky. I feel. Not that it's ever really possible, but I may need to add the other avocado if I put this in. We'll see. What it needs is a bit of salt, actually. No salt apart from the. Yeah. Exactly. How could I go wrong? Right. Let's taste. Or, or with that salt, it is like chef's kiss. Wow. I don't know if he's actually going to like this because he doesn't really like avocado, but you know. He was gaming, so I just shoved it in his mouth, and he put his mouth around it, like touched it, and then un unmouthed it. No, he was like, "Ooh, ooh, feed," and put his mouth around it, and like one molecule touched his tongue, and he was like, "Excuse me, what doing?" It's okay, I'll have it myself. Yes, that is the other part of the issue that I have. I've bought 5 avocados. It's well, I've used 1.5 now, so I now have 3.5 avocados that I have to consume by myself before they all die. So I mean, this is spectacular. Well, I'll just be eating that out of the bowl. Mm, yum, fabulous. Mm. Okay, I think we may be nearing actually being able to serve food for once. We can actually serve up while being visible. We have ourselves bag salad because I am not um, so savvy that I can keep salad alive long enough, like in lettuce form. So I just buy salad. I've never kept lettuce long enough. Lettuce alive long enough. What are we doing down here? Oh, I think. Mm, Yeah, and as you said, like once I have like a ballpark idea, kind of just keep adding until it works. There's a lot of salad left in this bag, more than I thought. That's okay. It's just air anyway. That. There is some risk of the balls going just everywhere, but that's a problem for the person eating. Just a little onion dressing. Let's see if our quiche would like to release from. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Love me. You know what? Actual crispy bottom as well. Love that. We love that. Two for me, two for three for husband though probably. Plus anything else if he needs more. One, two, whoever needs more. And then we have bowls coming out soon. Same. You know what? What did I cut this with? Avocado. We have a good section. I knew there was too much milk in the quiche. It's a little bit runny, but mm. Mm-mm. I just had to try the quiche on its own to evaluate. Bon appetit. Mm. I have no words. That is incredible. Got a mind of its own in the best of ways. So I might just have to have another one. That's I'm just gonna finish dinner before I serve dinner. This is a problem. Oh my god, it's so good. Like I've been like just spooning this, just eating it while I wait, but like it's so much better once it's on. Mm. I've not had quiche in so long as well. This is so good. Yum. How's that ball doing? Okay, balls are done. Don't know about the quiche, but the balls are definitely done. So, husbando, food is ready. Here we go. Here's our. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Let go. Let me hold it up again. We have bowls, potato bowls, and other quiche. No regard for my fingers, so I'm just going to go direct in the bowls. Oh, why are the bowls sticking? Literally got garlic oil under there. Yum. It will be. Right. This is us all served up. Looking pretty green and beige, but it looks much better in person, I promise. We're going to go eat now. Thank you so much for joining and sticking around for this long. See you next time. Sorry for the camera cutting out, but we got there in the end. And thank you for blessing me with this. I will be making this like on repeat now. If it weren't for the health concerns of mayonnaise. Thank you so much. Bye.